Look. As I represent the game in a way that can't be challenged, and delegate the comments of hate that can't be managed. I was told once, roll my shoulder like blunts and don't get touched, but my skin tough and thicker than Miss Biz butt. So guess what? I'ma talk my shit and just win once. Throw uppercuts and bone breakers, a needle and haystack with haymakers. I throw mines, don't hide behind my straight right. I show mine and show no the blow by the blow, bro. I blow mines.
How you out, sucker?
I'd rather have my head stuck in the clouds than buried in the mound. Feet touching the asphalt, back will touch the ground. You ops about that trash talk, my hands speaking loud. The crowd sound is drowning our conversation now. I know what I'm about to do, can coma induce. But look, I train not to lose, what else is there to do? I'm a fighter, hard like barbed wire, sharp the same way. I'm tired, but get energized when the crowd say showbiz, boom baye. Showbiz, boom baye, my style's impetuous, my defense impregnable. There's no B plan when the A plan is doable. My ritual, jump rope, heavy bag, cutthroat. I'm the best in the world because my ego says so. A fighter, I am lost in this whirlwind, this make-believe world where it's a sin to be a grown man. Look, I never read a book, bruh. I must admit, I'm about that grit and that dumb shit, where your head's on some drum shit, body got Bambi legs, ears on some hum shit, later getting medicated, urine on some blood shit. I want wilder power with Devin Haney's defense. Up off it, yeah, yes, up off. Hey! Hey! Y'all know what day it is. Y'all know what day it is, huh? Yeah. It's Facts Friday. Baby. What's up, my people? This is ShowBizz Adult. All right, man, look. Look at who we have here. Let me see who up in here. Gooner, with you. Millard Craig. What's going on with you? Whoops. All right, man. Look, first I want to say this. Stop. Everybody, welcome to the Facts Friday. If you haven't done it, please close out the chat, hit the like, and give it up for Fun of Hill.
Bring on this with a laugh and do the cabbage patch. Kiss a pretty lady and then sign some autographs. The Burnell man can shaboing boing.
Hit nice mail. And yeah, I see Be Unique up in here. I got to give it all the love to lady.
You should let me in. You deserve. No, you deserve baby.
Oh, hit the Tyson mail. And wait a minute, hold on. The ladies, y'all had y'all turn. Now it's time. Yeah, put it simply in here. I like surprises. I came here for prizes. Big booty and thighs is promising my guys is how I could get inside this. Stupid, I realize this, but there's so much I wanna know about you, but I don't really wanna know. That's what they say. You make it too hard for a nigga. I got you, but I got the time. Let's make it work. Hit the Tyson bell. Hey, yeah, I'll see you, brother. About damn time. We outside.
Anything can happen when you're outside. You can lose a fight, see a chick, have a con with that vibe. You can ride a bike, see a nigga, and ask him if he's alright.
Hit the Tyson there. And yeah, hold on, everybody. It's time for the weekend, for the fight night. We're gonna have to squat off. Squad up. Let's go. I think that brother got a haul. He has a haul in his mouth. One haul. Okay, everybody, we're going to do the weigh-in now. The unofficial, we're going to do a ceremonial weigh-in. The official weigh-ins already happened. earlier today. I already let the cat out the bag when it came to Haney and Norman. I came on just a little bit earlier, but it's not by much because my intro is so damn long. I wanted to talk to you guys real quick and ask you guys who you got. Brian Norman Bates, the WBO welterweight champion, came in at 146.12 pounds. Or Devin, the American Dream Haney, the challenger, first time at welterweight. Tipping the scales at 146.6. Abdullah wins easy. Norman, Haney, Bates. Haney decision, 9-3. This is a tough fight. Haney, bruh. This is a tough fight. This is a very, very tough fight. It went from me just knowing Brian Norman kicks his ass to it being a tough fight. It's literally, for me right now, I feel maybe I overthought it because, okay, here's the thing, bruh. Here's the thing. Devin by unanimous decision, in my opinion. Here's the thing. If I just go off of my sense, my boxing senses, I would say Brian Norman beats the hell out of him. If I go by technique and the sweet science and technical flaws, and then it's a closer fight. The reason why I say my census says that Brian Norman beats the hell out of him is because there is a sense, there is a showbiz variant that lives in here who looks at Devin Haney and says he was just bigger. It's the reason why I'm like, I think the first time I've ever seen Devin Haney fight was against Ryan. The reason why I say that is because his resume, the majority of it happened in Mexico. There's a certain, and it's been at lightweight. And he's, I bet you he comes into the ring tomorrow bigger than Brian Norman. I bet you he comes in 160 something. He's a huge guy. And he was fighting at lightweight all this time. So his flaws couldn't get exposed because 67-inch reach Regis and shit, they couldn't reach him. They had to punch up and back, and he's a big athlete. He's a big athlete. And I've always seen technical flaws of his, but because he's such a bigger athlete, they couldn't expose it, and you will look at it and say, man, he has a very high IQ. But in the inside, he really doesn't do a lot of slick things. And I don't think his chin is made of that. Like, even looking at Norman and looking at his flaws, all of his flaws happened against the biggest small men, and that's the welterweights, against the big boys. I looked at him versus Cuevas. Cuevas rattled him for a quick second with a left hook. But Cuevas a big, hard-hitting dude. His knockout percentage was like the upper 80-some%. So he's been dealing with those guys. And even it's almost like Devin Haney has to be a guy that I don't think he is, which everyone except me thinks he is. They see him as a highly skillful technical fighter. And I see him running around from Ramirez, but I didn't see that as skill. I never did. That's why I never see running as skill. I see boxing as skill. And I'm just being extremely genuine. We got 1 minute. We got to start the weigh in. But I just want to get this thought out. I will know in the opening bell if my senses are correct. If Brian Norman comes out calm, like Ryan did, like this, and not jittery. And Devin shoots a jab, and Brian parries his jab. It's over. Devin, to me, has to throw crisp straights using his size and hurting. That's the only way he could run. I don't think he can run from Brian Norman by just poking, because Brian ain't going to give a shit. He has to bam, bam. He has to sit down, bam, bam. That's why Floyd Mayweather was so elusive, because his punches were so sharp and accurate. Like Berto said, you ain't trying to get hit with those. So when he feinted, you stopped, and then he can move. If Devin doesn't give Brian Norman something to respect, he ain't going to be able. Like Brian said, the ring is only so big. All right, let me see. So how do you rate his match with Loma? It was close. I always said Loma beat him. And my thing is, Loma was, he was an old, small guy fighting a middleweight. And for Loma to do that to him, bam, 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 it just, to me, it exposed Haney skillfully. Haney just tried to be a big juggernaut and hit him with body shots and walk him down. But Loma got robbed. Let me see. What up, Biz? Off topic. But did you have life kind of figured out in your early 20s? And did you know which direction you want your life to go in? Love you, boy. I had an idea of, that was a great question. I had an idea of where I saw myself. Hold on. That was a great question. I want to answer that. That's a, let me share this. This is the weigh-in. This is it. This is it.
Next, right
This is
here.
it. And no matter what y'all say about Devin Haney,
Live,
he's fighting and he didn't pull out and none of that shit everybody said he was going to do. Okay. Yeah, because I muted it. Is everything okay? Yeah. All right. So to answer the young man's question, he said, what up, Biz? Off topic, but did you have life kind of figured out in your early 20s? No. Kind of figured out my own. This is what I knew. All right. I knew that in order to be somebody, you have to really work hard at it. There's just, I knew, and I took to it. I accepted it and I took to it. There was no playing around. It's like when you hit in the gym and when I put up my boxing videos and all that stuff, I can't pretend to know how to punch hard. I can't pretend to pack on muscle. I can't pretend to lose weight. I can't pretend to be a great athlete and a good fighter and all that shit. You can't pretend. It's going to show. People who know better are going to see. So you can't pretend to be successful because you just got to have purchasing power. And I knew in order to do that, people got to be willing to pay you. And for people to be willing to pay you, you have to have the type of tools in your life bag for people to respect you and to say that you're offering something that they need. It was basic. And I knew that it was a race. So we all can, let's say 20,000 of us want to offer this. Well, let's just say the YouTube thing and box analysis. Then I got to be stronger than everybody else. I got to bring something else special to the table. I got to work harder than everybody else. I got to, so that's why when you see people in the chat, in the comments, and they say certain things, oh, ShowBizz, you did this, or you did, that means you don't even know what hard work and work ethic is, because my collaboration with The Zone, all that stuff would not happen if I was just a lollygagging, not worth it individual. You get what I'm saying? When they say action, put the lights on, I got to be ready to articulate. I have to think of the next question. I have to be able to perform. I have to be entertaining. I have to be classy. I have to be somebody that they can rely on, or anybody for you to rely on. Y'all got to know that the information I give you is as close to the truth as possible. I got to have integrity. All of that you don't pull that out your ass. So I knew in my 20s, in order to be what I am today, I had to do it when I was young. I had to work when I had the energy, and that's in the 20s. I knew that then, but I didn't know what I was going to be. But I did see myself as someone who's going to be successful. I just knew I had to gather as much tools as possible, and it worked out, because now when I own my own business, my MBA worked out. Little stuff that I learned in undergrad in my bachelor's worked out. You get what I'm saying? Me standing up in front of people doing presentations and getting embarrassed and sweating it out, but still knowing how to sit in the pocket and still finish my presentation. All of that worked out. So when I do get nervous in front of the camera or whatever, I can still muscle through it because I've had that practice. You know what I'm saying? So you got to gain all of that when you're younger. You know, even in boxing and taekwondo and jiu-jitsu, no matter what people say about me, I've had those battles, no matter what. So then when you see me in person and somebody try to have more testosterone, I know how to handle that too. So you have to gain all of that when you have the energy to gain it. You know what I'm saying? Let me see, because you can't do it when it's late. Have any top trainers offer to train you? Yep. And it's funny, all the people that have shit to say about me, people in the boxing world, boxers included, and trainers, hit me up and like, dog, you doing great. Or, man, you got snapped. Or when I was in David Benavidez's camp, they like, yo, okay, you're truer than we thought you were. You know, so regardless of what Joe Schmo has to say, the real ones can identify, oh, he got something, right? You know, I'm an analyst like Lampley, like Max Kellerman, like Mike Coppinger, like Dan Raphael and all that stuff. None of those people are displaying what I'm displaying. And you shouldn't have expectations that I look like a pro fighter. But you saw that I do have something. So whatever I say isn't just coming out my ass. All right, here we go. Let's work.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the weigh-in for the Ring 4 Night of the Champions. Tomorrow from the A&B Arena.
Love you, boy.
Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. We would first like to give a special thank you to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and the custodian of the two holy mosques, King Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud.
Will I be calling the fight? Probably sometime in the future. Not this fight, of course, it's tomorrow, but probably sometime in the future.
The General Entertainment Authority and the Saudi Boxing Federation, His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh. This event is being brought to you by Riyadh Season, Sella, Ring Magazine, Frank Warren for Queensberry, and Eddie Hearn for Matchroom Boxing, in association with Bob Arum for Top Rank Incorporated, Samson Boxing, Warriors Boxing, Devin Haney Promotions, and AY Promotions, along with their premium partners, Saudi Tourism Authority.
Well, that's the thing. So my man asked, do I think him draining himself has something to do with his performances? So once again, that's exactly why I said this is his first fight, right? Ryan Garcia is probably his first. You get what I'm saying? Because you can't, because I think it may have been draining him, then I may be able to project how he's going to look tomorrow. I have that's too much guessing. So I would have to see tomorrow. Like I said, I don't know him. I don't know him. You know, and with Brian Norman, I don't know Brian Norman against a guy of the caliber of Haney. I don't know him either. Pick one heavyweight from the past to stop Usyk. Mike Tyson. Lennox Lewis. A ton of Holyfield. I got a ton. All right, here we go.
Worldwide, exclusively on DAZN. Buy now at DAZN.com. Let's now get the weigh-in process started. Our first two fighters competing tomorrow in a scheduled 4-round bantamweight contest. We will first welcome, coming to us from Bwaise, Uganda. He has a professional record of 1 win, 1 defeat, and 1 draw. Let's welcome Barker Mando Sawanyana.
No. You're just making comments, right? You act like me thinking about how well Usyk would have done in the 90s, and that question is a brand new question I never thought about. That's why you have those names in the clip, because we've had these discussions. You must be new to the war room. We've had these discussions many times. So I don't have to think hard when we do this exercise all the time. So just, what the hell? You just naming names. No, you're just late here. You don't know this. You don't know the war room.
Boxing debut. Let's welcome.
Here we go.
Juan El Güerito de Tepito.
Hey, that dude right there is 9. There's no way he's a fighter. Brother, there is no way. He looks like the alien from Men in Black that was in the mailroom with all the arms and shit.
First to the scale.
There is no way.
Mañana.
I thought that was like David Benavidez's son. Who was that? Lawaba? Who? Bruh.
115.3.
I can give
for
it.
Barker.
Who the hell is Baby Boy? I'm rooting for Baby Boy.
Now to the scale, Juan El Güerito de Tepito.
He's 9. He just ate a peanut butter jelly sandwich. What the hell?
16.9.
He's 16.9 years old.
De Tepito.
What?
And Guarito making his professional debut. We saw him in the open workouts yesterday, Sergio. It looks like he's got plenty of speed, plenty of
He
pop.
looked like he had not
and
seen
good
it doing
technique.
wrong.
That's main
Brother.
thing behind him, and he looks in great shape as well.
Great shape.
El Güerito de Tepito. And yeah, he's gonna have the size advantage, reach advantage.
What's his name? Bro, ain't no way.
Once again, these two competing.
Ain't no way.
Four-round
I got a son that will whoop his ass. And I'm talking about Noakes in the box at 8 years old. He looks like me. He looks like showbiz. What the? No way, bro. That's a child. Now, my man is a little grown man.
Look how excited
But
they
this
are.
here,
They keep copying each other, the throat slash, the punches, the swaying back and forth.
I got to see him
No, it's
fight.
rare for
What
them to get the big stage.
Hey,
fight, too.
fam.
On the big card
Hey, fam.
here in Saudi.
This,
So, yeah,
this is a fetish.
Soaking it up.
This looks like a kink more so than a fight. That is not. No way. He's 12. He's 12. Dude, that's Peter Parker all damn day, bruh. Let me see. Yo, Biz, I've been watching you for years now. My first super chat. Love you, boy. Just recently had a daughter. Yes. Do you have advice for
Our
a girl?
next two fighters
Only
competing
thing I gotta
tomorrow
say
in a
is
scheduled
you're in good hands for the rest of your life.
super
son can
featherweight
give a shit.
contest.
Okay,
We
about
will
that.
first
He's gonna
welcome
laugh at you get
from
hurt.
Mapusa,
But your daughter,
India.
you good.
He brings a professional record of 3 wins, 1 defeat, and 1 draw.
Hey, he just
Let's
woke up.
welcome Umesh Shaban.
Look at that cow lick. Look at that cow lick on the side of his head. He just woke up. He literally just woke up. He just woke up, bro. That cow lick, that's the just wake up cow lick, bro. You can kiss my ass.
And
Brother.
welcome from right here, Riyadh, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. At 17 years of age, he is now undefeated as a
17.
professional with 1 victory.
What?
Let's welcome
Hey, hold on.
Sultan
No.
El Nino
No.
Al
No.
Mohammed.
No, this is Twilight Zone. This is obviously a different world. How many children are on this card? There's no.
And we will welcome
This ain't the
first
right channel. Let
to
me
the
turn
scale,
to
Umesh
the right
Shaban.
channel, dog. I must be living in Black Mirror. Dog, this is a little leaf fight.
129.9 for Umesh Shaban.
I've seen 2 infants
Now
fighting.
to the scale, we'll welcome
On this card.
Sultan Al Mohammed.
He's a dependent. His mom is there. He couldn't get on the flight. Like,
129 for the undefeated 17-year-old
Hey.
Sultan El Nino Al Mohammed.
Sultan Al Mohammed, obviously the favorite here, just getting his professional career started, fighting in his home country.
what's his favorite
Sergio,
cereal?
from the
That's the only
limited
favorite.
footage you've
What's
seen
your
of him, what
favorite
kind of fighter is he?
Avenger?
Well, he
What's
uses his,
your
advantage,
favorite
slight
letter in the
height,
alphabet?
he
What's
builds
your
his feet,
favorite number?
keeps
There's
his
no,
distance, he
he's
fights
the
from
favorite in a
mid-range.
fight.
And,
He's
you know,
a
like
child.
I mentioned last night, I
Teeny
believe,
boppers.
you know,
What?
these fighters from Saudi, from India, different parts of the world, where boxing's at a hot.
Can y'all
on
imagine?
the job.
Wilfred Benitez
Once
was
again,
a
these two
champion.
competing tomorrow in a
This age.
scheduled
Now, that
4-round super
the
featherweight
uppercut Lennox
contest.
landed on Vitali. Oh my God! None of the heavyweights have been able to rough up Usyk enough to early rounds to beat him. Like,
Our next 2
I-
fighters
I-
competing
I-
tomorrow in a scheduled
brother,
6-round
no way he's
super
been beat.
middleweight
No,
contest.
I would be
Let's
damn.
first
I'd
welcome
This is a Huggies
Dar es
exhibition.
Salaam, Tanzania.
Yeah, this
He
was
has a
brought to you by the
professional
letter
record
B
consisting of
and
11 wins,
the
4
number
defeats,
9,
1
bro.
draw,
Like this,
5 of his 11
this some
wins
Sesame
come by
Street.
way
You
of
doing? They just don't watch
knockout.
long. Of
Let's
course, I do it all the time.
welcome
They all
Pius
needed a
Impenda,
parent signature before coming. 100,
JR9.
bro. This is brought to you by Kick and Flintstone vitamins and all kinds of shit. Don't give me another child. If you give me another child, I'm flying out there right now. I'm getting a ticket and I'm bringing those babies.
And now we will welcome
I'm bringing them back home.
Hermosillo, Sonora, Mexico. Undefeated with 13 wins. 9 of his 13 wins come by way of knockout. Let's welcome Julio Diamante.
Let this be a child and I'm out. Let this be a child. Okay, I was about to say, I was on my way out there. I was on my way over there. I would have had some shit to say. I would have been protesting. I would have had some shit to say. Let me see. Do you think Haney has changed that going there? Yeah, I do, but I think it's gonna happen anyway. Knowing that he will be fighting athletes. Yeah, but you know, bad habits die hard. I see it him going back to that at some point. Yeah, they had Lunchables after
166.12
with the little Reese's peanut butter cup and shit like
JR9.
Yeah, this is JR9. Dude, the damn cyborg.
And now we welcome to
What
the
is
scale,
going? Hey,
Julio
hold on.
Borderas.
They got cyborgs and children and shit. I gotta watch it on the car. I gotta see. I'm too interested.
67.9.
I'm too interested.
Julio Diamante Borderas.
They got a Star Wars droid and a
Sergio,
damn.
I know you are
and
familiar with the
Anakin
Mexican style
episode
of fighting.
1 in
How would
this
you describe the
motherfucker.
Tanzanian style of fighting?
I am not afraid to admit I have no clue. I mean,
Dude,
it's
Johnny
not
Five.
a fan-friendly boxing
And
environment
John,
in Tanzania.
that's
I
a
don't
lot
think
of
there's ever
pigment.
been.
Never been a world champion
Yeah,
from
you
there.
got John
Tanzania,
Five. That's just a lot of pigment.
I could watch
pigment
video on them, but there's
everywhere
not
in
much
that
video either. So,
Hey, he looking down at you like, hey man, I got the droid. I got the
Once again, these two competing tomorrow.
I got the droid. You can kiss my ass.
Super middleweight
If you got a number in your name, you won. Now because you're a version, you're like the
Tanzania, by
latest
way, on
version
the
of you.
eastern part of
Greg Hackett
Africa
says
along the
Norman
Indian
can't fight
Ocean for
inside.
you Jeopardy contestants.
No, Haney can't fight inside. He can't fight inside at all. He just
Our
punches.
next two fighters competing tomorrow in a scheduled
Key
6-round
sure has
super
changed
featherweight
since, 19.
contest.
I
Let's
do
first
think
welcome,
Norman's mother's
coming to
punches,
us
but
from
Haney has no inside
Zhuhai,
game at
China.
all. So,
His professional record: 7 wins, 5 defeats.
Dude.
4 of his 7 wins coming by way
if he
of
wearing an
knockout.
Adidas jacket with a Nike
Let's
shirt,
welcome
I'm flying out there.
Lee.
Muhammad just standing right behind, bro. Like that's his op, ain't it? Man, Muhammad is diabolical as hell. Did you see him? He was standing directly behind his op, like, brother, turn around, and I'm sticking you right now in my paw.
And now let's welcome from right here, Riyadh, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Undefeated with 6 wins. One win comes by way of knockout.
1760 fighter himself.
Mighty Muhammad Alakil.
Bro literally fight once a week. He fights once a week. You know this kid never heard this song before. Y'all playing some old shit. What happened to, hey, listen, new music. De La Soul album dropped.
And we will welcome first to the scale.
Well, why don't y'all have new classics? I guess they not like us, but like, why don't y'all have new classics? Like, I don't think any music from this era would be played in the future as a, y'all still playing our shit.
Now to the scale.
When I was watching boxing as a kid, they were playing current shit. Music's so bad that y'all playing our shit.
Mighty Muhammad Alakil.
I remember when I first saw him, I'm like, he looks like a DeBarge and he can't fight. Then when he fought, I was like, never mind.
Here with Jiming Lee.
No, I don't. I think he's evolving nicely. He's been training with a world-renowned trainer.
He looks like Prince a little bit, brother. He looks like the Barge. He looks like what the Barge. We already said which the Barge he looked like. Which the Barge is that again? The one that Bobby DeBarge. He looks like Bobby DeBarge. He look, and I'm like, there's no way he can fight, fam. Like he looks like Bobby DeBarge. He can't fight. And sure as shit, he was whooping ass. AJ just confirmed he's with Team Usyk. Oh damn. This man done got with Team Usyk to fight Jake Paul. Like you trying to sleep, Jake. The hell?
Our next two
fighters little bull rat
tomorrow in a scheduled 10-round contest, and it will be for the WBO Global Middleweight Championship.
Boy, you going to hell.
Let's first welcome the challenger.
You going to hell?
A native of Lagos, Nigeria.
Oh shit!
Now fighting out of
this
Nevada,
fight right here,
Italy.
the Black Panther with the hairline.
21 wins.
I can't wait for this shit.
By way of knockout, he is the former WBC International.
I can't wait.
Champion.
He didn't even hydrate. Look at him.
Samuel, the Black Panther in MoMA.
Yo, Imoma is about to get this. Imoma and White Chocolate, the Italian cat. It's going down. Yo, this fight here, White Magic and Black Panther about to be in a race war out this.
And now
they're the only two of their race
champion from Roseland,
because
New
we're over
Jersey,
that. They're the
USA.
last of the race war. No.
His professional record: 21 wins, just 1 defeat. 12 wins come by way of knockout. Ranked number 6 by the WBO. Here is the reigning and defending WBO Global Middleweight Champion, Vito White Magic Mielnicki Jr.
Dude, White Magic versus Black Panther is the funniest shit, and they are not playing. They don't even know each other, and they act like they hate each other, bro. It's so diabolical. Bam versus Puma. Y'all keep playing our music though.
And
fight of the night. Could be. I think they all are. He that hairline from Crawford, brother. He got that shit. He got that Steve Harvey without the Beijing.
159.6 for the challenger, Samuel the Black Panther in MoMA.
Hey man, you look
now to the scale, the defending champion, Vito Mielnicki Jr.
I'm tired of this shit. Always got somebody looking like they can fight.
159.6 for the
same weight.
Champion.
Hey, check out this face-off. Y'all better have a face-off. Y'all better. All champions are good, great, and legendary. Haney is great, trying to prove he is elite. Norman is good, but if he beats, he's
WBO. A lot of people may not be too familiar with him, but if he wins tomorrow night, they're going to
give me this face-off right now, and I mean immediately.
He's here. I mean, this is going to be his 3rd straight undefeated opponent.
Shit!
So
shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! It's on. Oh my god! Oh my
Look
god!
At that stare down.
Oh my god! Yeah, the jaw. Oh, he swallowed. Paul. Yeah, that was that big swallow. Look at him up. Oh shit! Wait, hold on. His eyes look watery, bro. Oh, he grinned the fact that he turned around. Oh, look, he's standing in front of him. Hey, I can't put my finger on that. I can't put my finger on that one.
Motivated, someone's always gonna go.
Vito looks better. Oh shit.
Once again, these two compete.
Hey man, White Magic look like he can fight better, bro. He throw his punches better. I may be late, but Devin is scared out of his mind. The last press conference and stare down showed me a man that was childishly scared.
Well, ladies and gentlemen,
I gave my take on that.
More ready for tomorrow night. Head over to the locker room on DAZN.com for all of your raw and unfiltered content needs.
Oh, Wakanda forever. Yeah, Black Panther versus White Magic.
The locker room, the new home of DAZN.
Dude, shit.
All your big hitters, all in one place.
I am not going to stop until I am pulled off of this guy. Daniel,
that was beautiful. These are classics. Classic moments, bro.
Welcome on board.
Classic moments.
I want to be average. I fear being average.
We've covered
more exclusive content than ever before.
Look at that blood. You remember what's coming.
Welcome to Inside the Ring, boxing's official.
That's a good show.
I'm your host, Matt Keller.
Where boxing lives, breathes, and
yeah, he was, but obviously not anymore.
Here with Matchroom Have I been doing stuff like that?
Weekly
She
content
looks
from all your
familiar.
favorite
I think I met
creators,
her. I just
promoters,
can't-
and influencers. The Locker
remember.
Room, only on DAZN, the global
Yo, the
home
locker room
of
is
boxing.
all right with me.
Our main event comes together across the face-off table, delivering
There
their
goes
raw and
ShowBizz.
unfiltered thoughts as they make their final predictions before fight night. And you can go behind the ropes with an exclusive all-access look inside Devin Haney's Colorado training camp in the latest installment of our On the Ground series. Jesse Bam Rodriguez takes to the streets with the one and only ShowBizz, the adult, to reveal what truly makes champions tick. See it all
Great.
only on DAZN.com.
At the weigh-in, feels like a dream. Wow. Rematch with Canelo would be crazy. I know. Winner 12-6. Will fight Adonis. Oh, and then Bud Parachute. Hey, yo, Bud's trying to be all time. It's like,
Plus, highlights from
no, you get all this on the zone, bro.
and
That's
Bundesliga.
dope. Wow, go bitch. Yeah, it's amazing.
And relive iconic moments with FIFA Plus.
The one and only. That is so. I love that they did that, man. Like it made my voice shake like
on the
2 days ago. I'm like, man, they did not. That was
It's
dope.
time for our main card fighters to step to the stage, and for that we go back down to Thomas.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Our next two fighters
Love you,
competing
girl.
tomorrow in a scheduled 12-round contest, and it will be for the vacant WBO lightweight championship of the
I gotta
world.
see every.
Let's first welcome
I gotta see how
from Maidstone,
these
Kent,
guys look.
England.
Sam knows.
Undefeated with 17 wins, 15 of his 17 wins come by way of
Hey, man.
knockout.
This guy's a
Ranked
hard
number
puncher.
8 by Ring Magazine, he is the former British and European champion. Let's welcome
Well, Brian Norman won the press
Sam
conference for sure.
Midge Noakes.
If they say Sugar Mason, somebody gotta say Abdullah Sugar Mason for the one time. Make it official. Dude, they keep playing our music. Y'all ain't got no music, bro. Come on now. Generation.
And now let's welcome
They lit.
from Cleveland, Ohio, USA.
This
A
my
Ring
guy.
Magazine ambassador. He is undefeated with 19 wins. 17 of his 19 wins come by way of
They both
knockout.
only went the distance
Ranked
twice.
Number 9 by Ring Magazine. He is the former NABF and WBO NABO champion.
Boy.
Let's welcome Abdullah Mason.
I'm waiting on Sugar. It's coming. It's coming. He's a Sugar. It's coming. Abdullah Sugar Mason. Come on. Sugar got to be first, though. It's Sugar Ray Robinson, Sugar Shane Mosley, you know what I mean? Sugar Ray Leonard, Sugar Abdullah Mason. They
And
got
we
Sugar
will
always got to be first.
welcome to the scale, Sam Noakes.
But this song is trash. What is it? He got the whole side. Well, he lit. He done brought his whole. He brought more people than the Haney.
Sam Midge Noakes.
Nice ring.
Now
Yeah,
to the
forward.
scale, Abdullah Mason.
Dang. He got a nutrition.
134 for the undefeated.
He got his shit up.
Abdullah Mason.
Look at his skin and everything. He got it. Somebody. He got to
Considering all
cook.
the star
Like
power on the
he
main
got
card,
his shit.
Sergio,
Oh
this one's
shit.
kinda
Oh
become a
shit.
sleeper fight, but it could be the best of the
A
night.
sleeper fight.
Sleeper, man. Anyone that knows boxing and follow these
Right.
prospects, these contenders, they know that someone's gonna go down.
Oh
They
shit.
power by both. You gotta
Oh
stop
shit.
that.
Nice.
Noakes, another
Oh.
one. Noakes up.
Oh.
Body puncher comes straight
Oh.
when it comes to Abdullah Mason, he's tall, he's lengthy, but he is vulnerable, has been dropped before. This is going to be a firefight, someone's getting knocked out.
And a lot of
Oh,
Brits making the trip here to Riyadh and making some noise here tonight.
Make me laugh. Yeah, I know it's ongoing, but it's not. It has nothing on it.
Undefeated tomorrow. 12-round schedule for the vacant WBO
Look,
lightweight
myself.
championship of the world.
I was going to say something. Oh, he also looks like my girl.
All right, Sam. Obviously,
Dang, she
this
beat
is
Sky
going to be your
Nicholson.
first world title shot. And you and Abdullah
Yarde.
Mason both fighting on the world-class level for the first time. He's been on the deck before. How do you make him feel your heavy hands?
Well, you'll see tomorrow. I ain't got no other way of fighting, boys, to be honest. You understand?
He said, I don't know how I'm going to fight him, to be honest.
And look, this is unbelievable. Look at the support you have from England. I made the trip over
We'll
here.
find out. We all find out tomorrow. Yeah, there you go.
Make them
Tara
happy
Brown.
and bring the title home.
He looks like
You know,
Tara
that
Brown.
gets
Bro.
Sam those knockout boys, you know.
Yeah,
You
he
understand?
does.
Go on. You know.
Thank you, Sam. Can't wait to see you tomorrow.
Sam ready. Sam said, I don't know how to. Oh!
Abdullah, that was an intense face-off. There's a lot of intensity right there. What's the last impression you're taking from that face-off?
We finna cook tomorrow night.
That's it?
Yeah, we finna cook.
With are we gonna have some grits in it?
Yeah, we gonna add everything in it. We gonna season it up real good, and we gonna eat.
24 hours. What are you gonna focus on?
I got an appetite for smoke, so Saturday is when that's fulfilled.
Wow.
Looking forward to it. Thank you
I
so
got
much.
an appetite for
Looking forward to seeing you on
smoke.
Saturday.
Hey,
Thank
bro.
you.
Savage said, man,
They finna cook.
shit.
Todd
I
Grisham,
don't
do you know
know
what that
fam.
means?
I'm just going to do
They're
what
fixing to
I
cook.
do. That's what
Something
Yard
like
was
that.
on.
Get
high.
It's going to get hot inside that ring, that's for sure.
I got
Yard was like, we'll see, but
with
we'll
some
see.
grits. Nice question there, Claudia. Get
Yo,
those
grits
in
was
there.
funny. We're going to cook with grits.
Our
That's-
next two
that's
fighters
my
competing
girl.
tomorrow
That
in
shit
a
was funny as hell.
scheduled 12-round contest.
That's a dish.
And it will be for the WBC, WBO, WBA, and Ring Magazine Super Flyweight Championships of the World. Let's first welcome, coming to us from La Boca, Buenos Aires,
Hey, this shit here,
Argentina.
everything is lit.
Undefeated with 18
This card
wins,
is
9
actually
of
the
his
greatest card
18
ever.
wins
But we're
come
not
by
saying
way
it. We
of
haven't
knockout.
branded it as
Ranked
such, but it
number
is.
1 by Ring
It is.
Magazine.
Because the other one that was
Tomorrow,
supposed
the
to be,
reigning and defending
Dubois got sick,
WBA
Roy Schofield
Super
got sick, so it didn't
Flyweight
happen.
Champion of
Like
the
it was
world. Let's
built to be.
welcome Fernando
Everybody showed up to this.
Puma Martinez.
Puma came out there fully clothed. I would be wearing just enough to take off and put back on, bro. Yeah, it's unbelievable. 45 bucks. You'll be getting cars like this all the time. This is just the beginning. Ring, Riyadh season, the zone, Matchroom, Frank Warren, Queensberry, Golden Boy. You're going to get these cards all the time. This is just the brand, and it's all on the zone. $45 a month. You don't have to pay pay-per-view, none of that. The link is in the description box.
And now let's welcome from San Antonio, Texas.
Yeah, right. But
USA.
Just go off.
He is
Just go off of
undefeated
what
with
it's
22
been.
wins.
Has
15 of his
Riyadh
22
season
wins
been fired?
come by way of
Has it been
knockout.
stacked cards?
He is
And where
pound
has it
for
been?
pound
On the zone.
one
I
of
mean, if you
boxing's
want to use your
top
brain,
stars and the
you wanna
reigning
use- I mean,
and
you can be negative and a dick,
Ring
but to be
Magazine
real,
champion and
that's how the
unified
cards have been.
WBC and WBO Super
All the ring
Flyweight
cards, the Riyadh
champion
season cards,
of
that's
the
how it's been.
world. Let's welcome Jesse Bam.
Max, yeah, I know you want to be a dick and be a, but really, it's just more affordable, $45 a month. I'm helping you out. You ain't got to though. You can just be a dick if you want, but helping you out. If an influencer called you out for a celebrity match, that paid, would you take it? No, I don't care to pay. All right, here we go. This is all copy. This is gonna get copyrighted.
And
I mean,
we will
it is
welcome
what it is.
first to the scale, Fernando Martinez.
How do you want it? Back that thing up, or should I push up on it? Temperature rises, okay, we can go to the next level. Dance floor, jam packed, hot as a tea kettle. I put shirt off, now maybe it's simple.
This is ring 4. Ring 3 was 4 months ago. Yeah, but then like Riyadh season was in between, and Conor Ben versus Chris Eubank was in. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You got the Queensberry team went through Mason. I mean, not too, but Moses and Palmer, you know, had his fight with Dillian White, and you had your shit, brother. I mean, I know y'all want to hate, but damn, it's lit, right? Ghost Parker versus Fabio Warley, and like, damn, bro.
Champion,
Let's go.
Fernando
I mean, you can hate all you want, but the zone ain't just. It's also Golden Boy, Matchroom, everything, top rank, PBC. Y'all on it.
Now to the scale.
Do you? Lie if you want, live in the lie if you want. But this is where boxing is. And you're here watching the weigh-in.
114.6 for the defending champion, Jesse Bam Rodriguez.
Hey, ring 5.
Sergio, this is
January.
This is Argentinian machismo versus Mexican confidence. Two completely contrasting styles. Watch out for the stare down. Yesterday, Pumo shoved Bam.
Humble confidence coming from the champion in Bam Rodriguez, and this exuberant excitement coming from the champion from Argentina.
Oh, here we go, Matt.
I mean,
Matt, you're hilarious.
Hey,
check out this here now.
Look, they travel in
Ignore Biz, we here. Yeah, we in here. We in here. You got that right. There's 1,900 people. It's lit. Look at this shit. Oh, look at Puma all in Bam's face. Bam's proud about it.
Bam Rodriguez, he's as cold as ice, Sergio.
Yes, they are, man. Both these guys are cold, man. Only one guy.
Man, look at this shit, man. Look at this.
He's a little bit more used to Puma Martinez, trapping and being a road warrior, but he's still carrying himself like he's a favorite. And that's what I'm talking about.
No, we outside, bro.
If you want to call him that.
We outside, bro.
Puma Martinez up inside.
Look at this shit.
Like this champ. Sam Noakes before him.
We outside, bro.
The single guy that's on the other side of the champion is carrying themselves like a champion.
And y'all be using this moment to hate when you're winning. Look at this. You love boxing. That's why you're here. Celebrate.
Championships
Time to
of
celebrate.
the world.
I mean, boxing has changed. It's on.
All right,
and when these days are gone,
we know
you're
how
gonna miss.
confident you are. You're not showing the champion Bam Rodriguez any respect
Let's
at
go.
all. And we know you like to bring the pressure in the ring. How do you take that Ring Magazine championship home to Argentina?
Obviamente sabemos que no estás demostrando nada respecto al campeón. Sabemos que vas a entrar en el ring con agresión. ¿Cómo puedes asegurar que te llevas ese cinturón de ring a casa a la Argentina?
Hola a toda mi gente. Yo soy el campeón. Yo vengo por los otros cinturones que me pertenecen. Esto es Argentina.
Hi everyone, hope you're all doing well. I'm the champion. I'm coming for those belts. Those other belts belong to me. Let's go, Argentina.
Let's go.
And then Fernando, we know that you went to Japan twice, defeated Kazuta
Those are
Ioka, a
the
really
same
quality
chinos
fighter.
that
What
set,
kind of confidence
weight
did that give you?
in the
You can knock
kitchen.
off one of the pound-for-pound best in the sport.
Sabemos que fuiste de dos veces a Japón. Enfrentaste a Ioka,
He
una
sound
muy
drunk?
buena campeón. ¿Qué te da la confianza que puedes detronar a ese campeón, que es uno que se habla mucho de que es uno de los mejores libra por libra?
Bueno, primero le gané al gran campeón
He is drunk.
que era Ancajas.
Oh,
Después le gané al
yeah.
gran campeón
Yeah.
Kazuto Ioka.
They smell it.
Y ahora me llaman el
Oh,
Matarreyes.
I throw up and oh shit.
Por eso tengo toda la fe y vamos a ganar. Para toda la Argentina, para mi vieja, para mi señora, para el Lunes, para Alma, para mis hermanos, mis hermanas y todo.
Oh, hey, brother.
Todos los argentinos que quieren la victoria.
Well, first, I went and I beat the champion in Ajo. Then I beat Ioka, you know, and then they called
But
me the
listen,
person
that's
that
how
goes
he
on
do.
and
That's
takes
how he
Canelo
do.
punches and beats champions. I have all the faith that we can go and win this for Argentina. I have the faith that we can win this as well for my mother, for my daughters, Lune y Alma. We're going to do this, and this is for Argentina.
This one could steal the show. We cannot wait for Saturday night.
Fire. Look at all the flags, bro.
Well, Bam has a couple of things.
I don't know
to
if
do.
he's drunk.
He
Yeah, I know.
says he's a king killer. What do you have to say about that?
There's one king, and that's me. And tomorrow he won't kill me. I'm immortal.
I'm
There
immortal.
you go. I like those words. With that being said, how surprised are you that he's basically
immortal.
shown no respect and he's got a huge crowd supporting him?
I mean, they're all clowns. Tomorrow I'm gonna tame this little kitty.
Oh,
Between now and tomorrow, what
my
do you
Lord.
think is going to be the most important factor
He
to
just
take
got
that
to
win on
stop.
Saturday?
Just be myself. This is no different. This is
Yeah, he
another
looks
fight
better
for me.
than
I'm
he
gonna go
did
out there and
yesterday.
show
He got
the world
some rest.
who Bam Rodriguez is.
Yeah.
And again, congratulations on Milo. So
Yeah,
we look forward
Milo.
to seeing you tomorrow.
Yes, thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank
No,
you.
Bam about to whoop ass. Yeah, I got Bam. I got Bam, dog. I got Bam.
Confidence coming from the champ, Bam
I got
Rodriguez,
Bam.
and of course,
Puma's ready.
Argentina
Puma can swat
is
all
here
that.
in
He
Riyadh,
may even
Saudi
drop
Arabia,
Bam.
supporting
But I got
their
Bam
man,
winning
Juan
overall.
Martinez.
I got Bam.
This is gonna be explosive, Todd.
Well, Sergio, we can never promise
He may drop
a certain
Bam,
fight that
but
it's going to be a fight of the night,
I
but
got
we
Bam.
can promise that it's going to be an amazing fight. How can it not be? Has Bam ever been in a boring contest?
No, but he's been in competitive contests because he's fought nothing but lions, champion after champion. Since he upset Carlos Quadras, he just hasn't looked back.
You said Cafu was his hardest
fights have been champions. I mean,
I'm like,
Cafu was
yeah,
the
I
champion.
feel you.
Carlos Quadras, Gallo Estrada, he's knocking these guys out, taking one
Here
by
we go,
one,
y'all.
another champion.
Here we go.
But Sergio, you know, sometimes fighters
A
that
lot
look
of you
unbeatable,
guys are
it's
waiting
the
for this
awkward
right
style
here.
of a fighter. Vernon Forrest comes to mind. Ricardo Mayorga. He should beat Ricardo
Vernon
Mayorga 10
Forrest,
times out of 10. But that
Mayorga.
wild, unorthodox style, those overhand shots can sometimes beat a better fighter.
Everybody
Can they
got
not?
Bam.
Great comparison, Todd
Yeah,
Gresham,
it's just a
I
good
beat
fight,
Vernon
though.
Forrest with that
Such a good
unorthodox
fight that
style as
I-
well.
I had to
the way
see
to
if
beat
Bam was
perfection is
ready
to be imperfect.
after his
you
child
can't
being
go in
born.
there doing the exact same thing everyone else is doing. You got to be different. So yes, that style, that winging style, that Argentinian, bravado with that power, that can actually pose some issues for someone like Bam.
All right, look who's on the stage
Yeah,
now,
1.6,
ladies and gentlemen.
1.6. Here
It's
we go.
time for the co-main event. And Mr. Michael Buffer.
Here we go.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are down to the final two bouts and the weigh-in for them for the Ring 4 Night of Champions here in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's
Bro,
all
aren't you in
tomorrow night
Riyadh?
at
No,
the
I'm at the crib. Look
ANB
at my background.
Arena.
How was my
And special
background
thanks,
in
of
Riyadh?
course, as always,
How did I take my
to the
base
Kingdom
to
of
Riyadh?
Saudi Arabia and to the custodian
Get a little
of
comments.
the two holy mosques, King Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud, His Royal Highness, the Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, and Chairman of the General Entertainment Authority.
Hey, I want all
and Saudi
knockouts
Boxing
tomorrow.
Federation.
He said somebody
His
take a nap.
Excellency
I want
Turki
all
Al-Sheikh.
knockouts
And it's
tomorrow.
all presented by Riyadh
Knockouts
Season
is
and the
best for
Bible of Boxing
Knockout.
Ring
And it
Magazine.
can happen.
Along
Everybody
with
can get
Stella,
knocked out. Slept
Frank
tomorrow.
Warren
I
for
want
Queensberry,
knockout.
and Eddie Hearn for Matchroom
White
Boxing.
Magic and
The
Black
co-feature
Panther all the way
presented in
down,
association
all
with
the way
Bob
up.
Arum's Top Rank Boxing
The
and Devin
Benavidez
Haney
Yarde.
Promotions. And the main
Everybody,
event in
I need
association with Samson
everybody got to be
Boxing
on that.
and AY Promotions,
Slump.
along with
All
our sponsorship partners.
I want the little
Premium
baby
partners,
9-year-old
Saudi
slump.
Tourism Authority,
JR9, everybody.
STC, Saudi National Bank, Dr. Sulaiman Al Habib Medical Group,
shit.
and
Mo,
Saudi
Mighty Mo.
strategic partners of Mayar United, along with Arroyo Cruises.
It's a knockout party.
Saudia, Lucid Motors, SHG, and
All
Azure.
knockouts is crazy.
Main
That's
partners,
all
Pepsi
knockout.
and Arena Fitness Innovation.
I ain't about
And
no
our commercial
y'all
partner
playing around,
is Prime.
bull
And for those
jive
of you
and all
who
that.
won't
You
be
know,
at the arena and watching us
chicken move,
around
no,
the world,
sleep.
don't forget, you go to DAZN.com and you'll be able to see all the action broadcast live and exclusively on DAZN. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's bring the fighters to the stage for the co-featured contest. It's undefeated versus undefeated. Somebody's has got to go. 12 rounds of boxing.
Everything is
for
late.
the welterweight championship of the
6 weeks
world.
to 6 months, brother.
Sanctioned by the WBO.
Yeah, that's the problem. I don't want
Let's
nobody
bring
to
the
cuss.
challenger up first. His professional record, a perfect one. 32 fights, 32 victories.
No, that's not
15
my book.
big
I can't
wins
get
by
out of it right now.
knockout from Oakland, California, now living, training, and
I don't have
fighting out
that-
of
my book.
Miami, Florida, USA. He's a
not a
two-time
prediction, it's
world
what I want.
champion. The former
Man, he's kept his headphones
undisputed
on
lightweight
all this
champion
whole
of the
time.
world and the former undefeated super lightweight world champion. He's the challenger tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, Devin, the Dream Haney.
There you go. There you go, Haney. There you go, Haney. Oh, he done hydrated. Look, yeah, okay. Now he doesn't have the
Undefeated
pony. Haney
challenger,
right
two-time
now
world
is at
champion.
least one. He's
And his
160 right
opponent,
now.
Let's welcome him to the stage from Decatur, Georgia,
Haney
USA.
right now is 160.
Also, a perfect professional record. 28 fights, 28 victories, 22 wins by knockout. He's ranked number 1 in the world by the Bible of Boxing Ring Magazine in this division, ladies and gentlemen. He's the reigning and defending undefeated WBO welterweight champion of the world, the Assassin 2, Brian Norman Jr.
Oh, they look so happy. They look so happy. They look so happy. Got that bust around for Tupac.
Undefeated champion versus undefeated challenger. First onto the
Hey,
scales.
I don't know if B
the
Norm
challenger.
does he ever not have a do-rag
Two-time
on?
world champion.
It's changed.
Former
Haney Norman.
Undisputed lightweight
Yeah, I know.
world champion. Former super
It got closer.
lightweight world champion. Now moving up to the welterweight.
Hey, look how
division to
Brian looking at
challenge
his body. Seeing how he hydrated.
versus undefeated.
Hey, he looks great.
146.6 pounds for the challenger.
Wow.
Haney.
Haney looks magnificent.
Next on to the scale.
Haney
the
looks
undefeated
like
champion
Debo Dan.
from Decatur, Georgia, USA. 28 fights.
Hey, yeah, keep your
28
pants on,
victories,
brother. There you go.
22
Got the do-rag. You gonna have the
wins
do-rag
by
on
knockout.
in the face-off, brother?
On the scale at this time.
The do-rag is so
reigning and defending champion.
grimy.
Brian Norman Jr.
Let me see Brian. How he hydrated. He looks good.
146.12 pounds.
Yeah, he looks good. But he doesn't look like Haney. Look like what the hell? He looks good though. Here we go. 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 Here we go.
Sergio, this fight could go
Yeah.
a couple ways.
Hey,
If it
step
goes
to him,
Brian
Dev.
Norman's
Look at
way,
Dev.
It's going to
Head
be a
side.
slugfest where he's trying to beat this man down. Devin Haney, the stick and
That's
move
it right there,
master.
Dev. That's it right there, Dev. That's it right there, Dev. Ooh, shit. Brian got the killer eye. He got the Norman Bates eye.
Puncher and Brian Norman Jr. What fight are we going to get? I think we're going to get a little
Devin
bit of
revved
both.
up. Look at his
That's why
heartbeat.
this fight
You can tell his
is one of
heart's
the most
beating. You
interesting
can
on
tell
the
how
card.
he's
You got a
breathing.
puncher and a boxer.
Wait, that's
Norman won a
adrenaline.
decision.
I don't know if that's fear.
Yeah, you know what? He can.
Oh,
He's more
shit.
than a puncher. That's what I've been realizing. More than just a puncher.
Yo, these guys
Haney, we know
here,
that he's experienced.
Haney looks
He's the
locked
one
on
with the
Brian.
heavy
Y'all,
resume.
they locked on
That's
each
why
other.
this fight, I
They
mean, we say
locked.
it all the time. It sounds cliche,
Challenger,
but it's
two-time
50-50.
world champion Devin the Dream Haney. The defending champion.
They're not gonna look away, bruh.
Brian Norman Jr., the world
Oh shit!
champion.
Come on, stream. There we
Well,
go.
Sergio, in this case, it's not cliche. Look at the odds. It is literally 50-50.
It's a-
Jr. ranked number
They're not
one in
looking
the
away.
world
They're not looking
in the
away.
welterweight division
They're not looking away.
by
If
the
I'm,
Boxing Ring magazine.
y'all look at Haney.
Nervous energy in
Haney
the
tried
air
to
at
break
yesterday's
from it
face-off. This is what I
because it's like
seeing
we
from
can't
Devin
look
Haney.
all
That's
day,
what I
bruh.
wanna see from the
We
Dream.
can't look at
He's
each other
facing a
all
nightmare,
day,
a
bruh.
potential nightmare in front of him, and Brian Norman Jr. You don't want to.
Brian Norman Bates look like he's not the champion. It looks like he's like he's hungry.
My title. I'm going home with it. I belong. You're the one that.
Yeah,
doesn't
Haney,
belong.
disconnect.
That's what
Somebody,
I see
yeah, have the
from
common
champions.
sense. Disconnect.
Professionalism and quiet
Disconnect.
confidence.
Look, they skill. Oh shit. Disconnect. Disconnect. This is
They can't pull these two
dog,
guys away from
wow.
each other.
Wow. That's a great stare down. There you go, Bill. Bill Wright. Get in
Haney wants
between
more.
and stop the shit. Look, Brian Singer trying to laugh it off.
See if they have the
Ain't
same
shit funny.
energy.
And he made sure Haney looked away
Haney's
first.
going to be going backwards instead of
Made
forward.
sure Haney looked away
That's the
first.
thing. What Devin Haney
Once
are we going to
again,
get?
undefeated versus undefeated for the welterweight championship of the world.
Man, this fight gonna be crazy.
Devin
This
the
fight
Dream
gonna be
Haney
crazy.
goes against Brian Norman
This
Jr.
fight gonna be crazy. Y'all, Devin's ready. Devin doesn't look like he's not ready, bro. Devin looks as ready as I've ever seen Devin look. He don't look not ready.
All right, we are here with Devin.
Y'all
the
got to
Dream
get off
Haney.
that shit.
You're going for your third world title.
Yeah, I got chill.
And look, right, fighting on this kind of stage is nothing new for you. How do you show Brian Norman that there are levels to this game?
Alhamdulillah, thank Allah for this opportunity. And the talking is done.
Yeah.
Now it's time to do work. Inshallah, victory.
Yep, and walk away.
All right, thank you, Devin.
I ain't got that kind of time. Y'all ain't gonna ask me a follow-up question and do all the shit.
Dads did a lot of talking today. There was absolutely no talking today.
Damn,
That was
Brian.
an intense
You ain't gonna
face-off.
fight her, are
What
you?
did you take away from his demeanor, his body language? This is the last time you guys
about to
see each
fight
other before
Claw.
you walk into the ring.
Sure, it's about that time. 24 hours. Talk is over. They're going to get this action started.
Talk about this next 24 hours. What are you going to eat? What are you going to do? What are you going to focus on?
Sure, same thing as any other day. Might eat me a few steaks, a few sweet potatoes. You know what I'm saying? Get some little waffles. They got a little chocolate cake waiting on me. You know what I'm saying?
Don't eat
Eating good, baby.
Wait, hold on. I'm pretty sure I'm invited.
One more time.
I'm invited.
Oh yeah, we all invited. We got sweet potato pie at the crib waiting on us right now. Everybody come on through.
He said, "Come on
before
through."
I let you go, what does
Claudia
this
on
matchup do for you that's
hollering.
going to bring the best out of you?
All trying to holler.
Shoot, y'all finna find out, man. Just straight up, Norman gang over everything. You see that belt on my shoulder? I came in with, I'm finna walk out with it, and y'all boys gonna respect me after this one. Watch it.
We look forward
Wow.
to seeing you
He
tomorrow.
wants
Thank you very much.
He's not even fighting for it. He keep talking about respect.
Norman
So he's
gang
trying
over
to find.
anything.
He
walks
found
in
a
with belt, he's
motivation
walking out with it.
outside
You
of
know,
being
I
champion.
grew up in
Y'all
Georgia,
gonna
and I like
respect
that
me
Southern
after this
draw
one.
he's
So
got.
there's something
Yeah, but
somebody
you don't have
said.
his twang or his coolness or his confidence. I mean,
Yeah,
I
she
love
shot.
that, man.
She
He
shot
just
her shot.
answers
She shot. He was
everything.
like,
That's
"Yeah,
what I
you
like
come
about
on, baby."
seeing, you know, from
Let me
Brian
see.
Norman
I
Jr.
want to
because
see
he's not
somebody get
accustomed to the
punished.
stage.
Yep.
We know that Devin Haney
They
is,
looked
but
away
he's
at the
handling
same
it with
time. Am I
confidence.
bugging?
He's the champion.
It doesn't
And
even
look,
matter.
we know that he
Oh
carries the
yeah,
power.
Dev,
Is
silence
that
the
gonna be
BS
enough?
noise, bro.
We'll
Let's
find
fight.
out.
That's your guy.
And
That's
we
your
know
guy,
that Devin
Charles
Haney
Baker.
is susceptible to the left hook.
I don't want
and
neither
Brian
one of
Norman
them
Jr.
to
picked
lose,
up the
bro.
knockout of the year
I ain't
with
even
the
gonna
left
lie
hook.
to you, man. I don't want to
The
see
thing
Haney
about
lose, man,
power
because
is, you know,
people gonna act
it's
like
not
Haney
enough
ain't
when it
shit
comes to
if he
elite
lose.
boxers.
They gonna be
And
like,
Devin Haney
"Ding
is
dong,
an
the
elite
witch is
boxer.
dead"
One
type
of the
of thing,
best
and that's
jabs in
gonna.
boxing.
But then
it's
if
the
Brian
chin
lose,
that-
you know,
that
you
really
want
is
Brian to be the
questionable on Devin
future.
Haney.
You
So
think
what
how
Haney are we
he
gonna
is
get? Are we gonna
is
get
great
a
for
master
boxing.
boxer we saw against Regis Prograis, the vulnerable chin we
Bruh.
saw against Ryan Garcia, or the skittish Devin Haney that we're
The
seeing
skittish
in the
Devin
last
Haney,
fight
that's
against Ramirez?
jam. But y'all get what I'm saying though. Like if Devin lose, everybody's like, "Ding dong, the witch is dead." Like everybody's gonna be cheering, and I mean, you know what I'm saying, Charles Baker. You already know the energy, and I'm not sure if Dev actually deserves that. You know what I'm saying? But if Brian Norman loses, we all as boxing fans lose an opportunity to have boxing be represented in a way. I mean, a brand new star who thinks differently, who speaks differently, who fights differently. You want that guy. So we'll see. Here we go.
By the Bible of Boxing Ring Magazine in this division, an outstanding record.
I got Norm, but I got him
victories,
dropping B Norm with a straight right.
24
Me
of
too.
those
Me too.
27
Me
by
too.
KO
Yep.
with 3
Me too.
defeats.
I think
Fighting out of
Norman.
London, England,
I think
the
Norman has to
beast
get off the
from
canvas
the
to win.
East, Anthony
You know what? It's not that I think Norman has to get off the canvas. I can see it. I've been seeing that for a minute. Like, don't be surprised if Big Devin catch him with a straight and drop it. Like I've been saying that from the beginning. Like, and he has to do it. But Norman's such a dog and violent that I think it's a good fight. It's a good fight. Or he hurts Devin in the first round and he stops him. I could see him stopping Devin in the first round. Like he hurts him in the first round and then Devin wants out. Or I can see that too. Like if Devin's just not the same mentally. I can see that too. Here we go. Oh, this kid. Look at this kid.
Super middleweight world champion.
Look at this kid.
Defending undefeated WBC, WBA.
Bruh.
Light heavyweight champion of the
Why does
world,
Yarde have on a coat but this
Mexican
baby got on a polo?
Devin.
Oh, it is cold. That baby put his hands in his pocket. Like shit. It's cold, bro. Yeah, that's Goku, son. Yo, that little boy is diabolical. Like, I can't wait till he grow up so I can watch him fight. Oh, you got Q? This man came out the Q. Everybody legendary as hell, bro.
And first on the scales,
the best out
will
one
be
of
the beast from the East, the challenger, Anthony Yarde.
The best out one is Yeah.
Ranked number 4 in the world by Ring Magazine. 27 fights, 24 KOs in those 27 wins. 173.9 pounds for
Hey,
the challenger.
this man is always in shape. He looks like that when he's not about to. He was born like he came out the womb on
to the
that
scales, the defending champion, a two-time world champion, undefeated as a professional, 30 fights, 30 victories, 24 wins by KO.
Well, you know what?
174.3 pounds for the reigning and defending champion, David Benavidez.
Yeah, 174.
Yeah, they both.
Anthony Yarde, built like the beast from the East. Sergio, look at that physique, but you know, David Benavidez intimidated by no man.
The British beast versus the Mexican monster. Both these guys carry big power, but look, man, experience is on both sides. So not only is it power, not only is it experience and hunger, but these guys are ready for this moment. I mean, we keep talking about the third time as a charm.
What is he looking at?
For Anthony Yarde, maybe third time as
What
a
is he
charm
looking at?
for David
For the
Benavidez.
unified light heavyweight
David never looks like he's looking at his eye, like at his hairline. Or something.
Live worldwide on DAZN.
This is a can't-miss main event on a night that has really
Damn, I'm almost more excited for this right now. This looks crazy.
The challenger going against the undefeated world champion, the Mexican monster, Devin Benavidez.
Hey,
and that's what I want seeing. Look,
David Benavidez got
shaking
thin
hands
hands.
because it's respect,
I've
man.
often
They've
said
already
that.
sold the
So
fight.
that's
They've
why
already worked.
his knockout
They look
ratio
in
has
incredible shape. Now it's just time
got,
to show
he
out.
doesn't have the biggest.
David Benavidez's son is ready to go too. He's been throwing punches since making the walk. He's a future world champion in the making, that's for sure.
All right, we are here with Anthony Yarde. 2 losses only, and both against 2 of the biggest punchers in the division's history. I'm expecting the best version of Anthony Yarde on Saturday night. What lessons are you looking to apply from those 2 fights?
I'm just ready to fight. Past don't matter. It's only the present and the future. And I'm excited.
He's always smiling.
And we know how much of a big puncher you are yourself. You're a quality fighter. I imagine it's a dream of yours to win that world title. What are you visualizing when you think about Saturday night?
Taking home the victory. That's all I've been visualizing.
My carpenter is always nodding yes.
I want to do it in an explosive
He's like
way,
the most
exciting way.
assured person
And,
I've ever seen in my life.
It's going to be historic because it's him.
Wow.
All right, we can't wait to see it Saturday night, main event. Thank you, Anthony.
Lions in the camp.
Nice.
Well, you heard that. There's a lot of respect, but not really. Yeah, he says he's still going to take your title away. So what do you say? There's a lot of hardware that he's going to have to carry.
Ain't nobody taking nothing from me. You know, I'm really excited. I've been training extremely hard for this fight. You know, I'm excited to get in there to see what Anthony Yarde is about. I'm excited to get in there to feel his power. And I'm excited, you know, to give the fans a great fight. Man, there's a lot of great talent on this card, but I'm going to go in there. I'm going to steal the show. We're going to have the best fight of the night. And David Benavidez is going to have the best performance of the night. And I'm going to walk out of there with both my titles still in my arm.
Well, this was the first challenge.
He's not
but you
only
came
competing
way
against
below the
Yarde.
limit.
He doesn't like
What's
the
the
fact that
strategy behind
he's
that?
not getting the coverage.
There's no strategy behind that. I felt good. You know, the weight cut was easy. You know, we're under a pound, so I felt good. You know, I preserved a lot of energy. You know, I didn't really have to do too much to cut the weight to 175, so I feel good. Now I can use the extra energy into the fight.
There we go. We look forward to these following 24 hours and see you back in the ring. Thank you so much. Best of luck.
Yeah, thank you.
What a great night it was. Good turnout, too. A lot of juice.
Okay,
Sometimes
so-
that's not the case as we approach 10 p.m. here.
Okay, listen. Let me give my take. Let me give everybody made weight. We got fights all card. Nobody got sick, none of that. You got to watch the chocolate cake shit though. And who sent you the cake and all. Don't just be eating the cake, anime. All right. But I love the stare downs, all of them. I love White Magic and Black Panther stare down. I absolutely loved Bam Rodriguez and Puma stare down. I loved Devin the American Dream Haney and Brian Norman Jr. stare down. That shit was crazy. And I like David Benavidez and Anthony Yarde stare down. What I want to take from what David Benavidez said, though, because I'm not sure if you guys heard me say it, David Benavidez seems to not only be competing against Yarde, he's competing against the rest of the card, right? Because if you notice, Brian Norman and Devin Haney stole the show as far as what people are looking forward to. And that is an excellent thing, in my opinion, because you don't have to wait until the end of the night to watch the fight you really want to see. Like the sooner I can see it, the better, right? But I get where Dave Benavidez is coming from. I am the headliner, right? So he wants to plant his flag on next time we have a show. Know that I'm the guy you want to watch, right? So he's going to try to be spectacular. And that's dope. We have an opportunity for, unless, you know, if Haney wins, I don't think Haney knocks out Brian, but who knows? We have an opportunity to have a card full of knockouts. And yo, I always say that a knockout is the best thing that can happen in boxing. Y'all can miss me with the whole, yeah, I just like the sweet science and it's a beautiful thing going 12 and somebody outbox. Yeah, that's beautiful. But even if he outboxes somebody amazingly, it's even better if he knocks him out at the end, right? But no matter what, a knockout is the best result, right? Especially if it's a nasty knockout, because a 12-round decision, great display doesn't go viral like a knockout. It's the reason. It's literally the reason why Jake Paul right now is able to fight AJ, because his knockouts went viral. Okay, so we can have an opportunity for everything to be done. We have to talk. We have to talk. All right. Look, now please react to the face-off with Jake Paul, and they had the face-off already. Let me look at it. Brian's cool, but I wish he was a bit more humble, saying you'll easily knock out or kill a fighter like Dev, who may have the it factor like you, is wild. That's because you're not a fighter, right? So you're thinking as somebody who has a huge amount of respect for Haney, and you want him to have the same love you have for Haney. But I understand violence, and I don't want him saying, hey, I may be able to knock him out, but Haney's so damn good, I don't know. Now, I don't want anybody sounding like that. If you are like, I'm about to murk him, and that's how you feel, and that's what you train for, and that's your beating heart, and that's how you move, and that's why you in the most violent sport in the world, if that's how you, then sound like that. You don't want him to sound like that. It makes you feel insecure. But if you think about, if you were a fighter, listen, bro, if you were a fighter and you were up there and you say you're going to knock out, I can give a damn who. I'm going to knock out Lamont Roach. I'll be like, go ahead, boy. Sound like it. Be it. Right? Unless, you know, you're all on Lamont Roach's nutsack. And that way you're like, hey, man, don't disrespect my favorite guy. You know what I'm saying? But you got to think differently than that. We need you to have a little bit more grit in the war room. Hard to get the coverage when the lineup is stacked, and because he hasn't gotten the fights we want to see. David Morrell and David Benavidez was one of the most anticipated fights. Brother, huh? That was literally his last fight. What? Has Brian Norman Jr. been giving you the fights you want to see? Devin Haney versus Jose Ramirez that's the fight you want to. David Benavidez against Caleb Plant, against Boo Boo Andrade, against David Morrell. Are you shitting me? That brother said, I haven't watched boxing in so long. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I got David B being stopped tomorrow. Yeah, put money on it. Everybody, hey, listen, bro, put money on it. My bookie that I want to try. So, I mean, we got, okay, hold on. Let me check out this stare down real quick of AJ and Jake Paul. I'm so lit about what's going on in this. So what is that on? Is it on most valuable? I'm not whitelisted, so y'all won't be able to see my reaction. Did it happen already? It's done. Okay. Wait. Yeah, it's done. Oh, this, hey, what's wrong with the? Okay, let me look at this real quick. They smile. They look like they about to laugh, bro. They look like they're about to laugh. Oh shit! What the hell? What kind of stare down is that, dog? Look at Jake. Look at Jake. AJ is over here towering. Oh, what the hell? Hey, bro. Hey, dog. Hey, I gotta show y'all. I probably got copy written already from the music. I gotta show y'all this shit. No. Hey, y'all gotta see. Y'all gotta see. I'm sorry, bro. Y'all gotta see this shit. This, hey, dog. Look at this stare down. Oh, hey, bro. Please don't hit. Please let me whitelist me for this one. Look at this. Bruh, dog. hey, dog. Hey, Jake. Your goose is cooked, brother. You so cooked. I would have fainted. I would have literally fainted. Hey, bruh. Hey, Jake. Oh, you mother. Jake. Hey, dog. This, hey, come here. King Kong ain't got on me. Oh, you mother. Ain't no way. No, ain't no way you trying to outstare this man. AJ eyes have stared down the best of the best. Brother, this ain't playing around. Brother, this don't do that. You're not intimidating anybody, bro. This ain't bull jive and all that. He done stared down Usyk, dog. This ain't bull jive. Hey, brother, no. That the cutthroat, no. Look at AJ. Ain't no. Hey, dog. Hey, dog. Hey, bro. Ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way. Like, I've seen him stop Klitschko when he was green and didn't know what he was doing. Yeah, I've seen him drop by Andy Ruiz, but then I've seen him outbox Andy Ruiz in a rematch for 12. I've seen AJ outbox Joseph Parker. I've seen him box 24 rounds with Usyk and only got better the next fight. I saw him knock out Francis Ngannou as he should have. The times you've seen AJ knocked out is because he was trying to knock out the other guy. AJ dropped Andy Ruiz. And then Andy Ruiz got up and AJ went for the finish. He even had his guard up. Andy Ruiz threw a punch in the fire after having his bell rung. Nobody expected that. And that's how AJ was on his way. Against Dubois, he just hurt Dubois. So he went in wildly and got caught. Dubois stepped back and sat down. Brother, but you're talking about Andy Ruiz and Daniel and Dubois. Hey, bro. That's an F450. Hey, and a Mini Coupe. Hey, bro, that don't even look right. And I'm not even just talking about height. You see how chubby Jake look come on, dog. You talking about a superior athlete. AJ isn't just, people had AJ be bouncing around and bam, bam, and just, ain't like AJ. AJ only looks kind of stiff because he's muscular. People say that about me, but when you're muscular and throw punches, it's like, relax your shoulders. No, I have big muscle shoulders. So it looks like that. But bruh, unless he runs the entire, he can't even run. But AJ would beat him in a race. AJ would beat him in hurdles. He'll beat him in. Dog, AJ's a better athlete. He can't, bruh. I've seen Chavez walk Jake down, bruh. Let me see. He gonna need tough acting to acting, brother. Hey, listen, bro. This, there ain't no way. I know. I listen. And I could understand if AJ wasn't one of the biggest punchers in the heavyweight division. Like, let's say AJ was let's say if it was Dillian White. If it was Dillian White, I would actually be like, Jake, do your best. I would still have Dillian White. AJ, brother, if it was Joe Joyce, I'll be like, hey, maybe Jake can run AJ. Brother, if it was an 0-2 Francis Ngannou, I would be like, maybe AJ can, but I mean, not AJ, but Jake. Maybe Jake can take a step to the side. And if it was Francis Ngannou, but it's Anthony AJ Joshua, Olympic gold medalist, 6'6", 255, like this shredded wheat, stomach muscle, small waist, fluid from the shoulders. Stop. Beating Joseph Parker with a jab. Beating Andy Ruiz with a jab. He can put one hand behind his back and just be like, bam, 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 on Jake all night. And have Jake Bambi legs. Let alone turn into some shit. Have you ever, hey, bro. And it's sanctioned? y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. It's one thing to know it. It's another thing to see it. Yeah, Jake versus Deontay Wilder would make more sense to me. And even then, Jake would be sipping through not just a straw. He'll be eating food through a stir straw, like what you get with your coffee. That brother, it'd be the smallest. That even Wilder. Wilder at crippled camel toe hand. Wilder's hand is so deformed from punching through people's faces. It literally looks like a camel toe. That mug would be like, pop! And Jake. Let me say, AJ did the if he dies, he dies. I mean, he stared them down. Like AJ looked like Drago, right? The difference about before I get on Haney and Norman, okay? Let me tell you the difference when it comes to AJ. This is something I know, and I've been saying while everybody been calling him a bitch and soft, and AJ is far from that. AJ is a temper mean guy. Look at the face-off with him and Dubois. AJ is look at his knuckles and look at AJ got like he's a killer. So when AJ sees himself as, look at what he did to Francis Ngannou, he could give a shit. He didn't do what Tyson Fury did, try to play with him and have a good time. AJ, if he feels disrespected, he will take the fight and try to knock the like, brother. Because, he doesn't look mean. Like his face, don't get that. Like Roy Jones was mean as hell. Muhammad Ali was a drag. Something was wrong with him. Floyd Mayweather was mean. All right, because they look nice. Oscar De La, Felix Trinidad probably had the babiest face I ever seen, and that guy can give a shit about your well-being. All right, these dudes. AJ doesn't care about his well-being. He be getting knocked out and dropped and shit. Let me see. AJ gonna turn Jake into a fire marshal Bill. Yeah. Let me tell you something. He just neck going. He gonna. Let me tell you something. All right. So let me get back to what I was saying before I was properly interrupted. Where was I? Okay. Let's break this down real quick. All right. Hopefully this doesn't take too long. Devin Haney versus Brian Norman. I'm going to start like this. It can be a first round stoppage. Brian Norman can catch Devin Haney the way Ryan Garcia did. Bam. And Devin Haney not being able to recover and Brian go and then Bill throws in the towel. Or the ref jump in and wave it off. It could be just like that. And Devin would be like, I didn't even get a chance to get started. Or Brian Norman get exposed for being so one-dimensional and Devin Haney just easily. It could be one-sided Devin or one-sided Brian. Or it can be Devin until Brian. This fight is so odd because there's a lot you don't know. But here's what my senses, this is what my senses say, okay? Sensei. For Norman and Haney showing respect to a fighter with far more accolades than you doesn't mean you're soft. You guys need to stop being emotional. No, brother, I don't know what you're talking about, all right? I'm talking about who you are. If you are a respectable person when you're about to fight your op, that's you. But don't pass judgment on Norman. Mike Tyson is like, I want to push his nose into his brain. There are people that's not like you, fam. Respect you want Norman to have respect for Haney, have respect for Norman. You have respect for Norman for not being like you. You're one of those that when you fight somebody, you look at him and be like, listen, I respect who he is. And Norman, when Norman's about to fight somebody, I'm about to beat the shit out of him. There are different people that not everybody's like you, bruh. That's all I'm saying. There are people who, when they're about to fight, it's kill or die. There's people who ain't playing, who ain't looking at it as they're just people who are different, bruh. Right? That's all I'm saying. Sonny Liston was different. He was different. And respect them too. Sonny Liston didn't look at everybody, and he ain't look at Floyd Patterson and say he was the youngest champion of all time, and I'm not a champion, and I got to respect him. He's like, I'm going to kill him. So listen, bro. You want him to be like you. And what I'm saying is respect everybody for who they are. Oh, that's how Brian moves. Good. Because that's what got you here, and that's what made you champion. Don't try to move like J.O. Be you. That's all I'm saying, bro. Let me see. What's wrong with AJ on drugs? You see conference? I didn't see it. All right, hit the Tyson bell. I was actually here calling this. Let me see. But listen. When it comes to Devin and Norman, all right, this is what my senses tell me. Okay? It told me this when Devin was fighting Ryan. Was about to fight Ryan. And Charles Baker and a lot of y'all don't see what's right in front of y'all faces. Two things. Devin Haney, when it comes to somebody who can match his size, Brian Norman reach is longer than Devin's, all right? So when it comes to somebody who's youthful, not a 35-year-old at the wrong side of their career and small. When it comes to somebody youthful who can match his size, Devin Haney's defense is not that good. Because Devin Haney's the way Devin Haney has been fighting is for people smaller than him, who he's a better athlete than and younger than. But he isn't a slick fight. He just clinches. He jab, clinch. Because he doesn't do a lot that I don't know why people see him as this crazy IQ, do a whole bunch of things. He doesn't. That's why Ryan was just walking him down like this and bam, and bam, bam. And whenever he felt like it, bam, bam, he could hit him. He could hit him don't forget, that was Devin Haney at his best. That was Devin Haney against Prograde. That was Devin Haney. That was Ryan at his worst. Ryan was playing around with Devin Haney was focused, dialed in. And he had nothing for. But the times he did well, and this is where people get very confused, and I want y'all to listen to me very, very closely. People think that Devin should have stayed away from Ryan. Every time Devin got dropped and hurt, it was when he was walking back. Devin has to be first. When Devin did well is when he was initiating the fight, when he was initiating the punches against Ryan. That's when he was doing well. When he was first, that's when he was watch the fight again. He has to be first against Brian. The problem is he got hit. That's because he's just not that defensively sound on the inside. That's what it is. That he needs to run around. No, because if he runs around, if he goes poking and running from Brian, Brian's going to walk him down, and then once he gets him cornered, beat the hell out of him. Devin got to get his respect, and that's how Devin fought best against Ryan. Ryan is a gifted left hook. Yes, what do you think Brian Norman has? He got to be aggressive. Can't fight off his heels. No. And when I say aggressive, hit the like, you sausages. Yeah, and when I say aggressive, I don't mean slug with him. I'm not saying sit there and slug. I'm saying he has to be first, bam, with stiff punches, bam, bam, and make Norman's small head, make him go bam. And then when his head comes back, he moves. And then bam, step forward, boom, boom. Use the Debo Dev. Clinch him when he can. Push him back when he can. Because if Devin is going backwards and trying to poke and run, and it ain't going to work. That's how, look. I'm just going to show y'all something real quick. I don't want y'all to say what y'all hope it is. I want y'all to know what it is. I want y'all to see something real quick. And know that I know what I'm talking about. Okay, everybody. Okay, I got it muted. Everybody, please look at what I'm saying. All right? Look at how Ryan comes out. Look at what I'm saying to y'all. Okay? Watch this. I'm gonna show y'all Devin Haney being bad opposed to him being good. Now look. Ryan comes walking out. Devin Haney's going backwards, running around, right? Look at Ryan. Being poised, shoot the jab. Now watch what Devin Haney. This is when you know the fight's over. Watch this. Ryan ain't going to throw a punch. He's just going to feint him right into the. Watch this. Watch this. Right now, it's over. It's over. It's over. It's over. He's running away. Look, he doesn't have much. He doesn't have much. It's over. Back right into the corner. He just jabbed it right into the corner. And he doesn't have much inside. Look, he doesn't move fast inside. Then watch this. Bam. Brother, it was over before it damn started, bruh. If he's moving backwards, he is not that fast. He's not that defensively sound. Look. Look at him. Look what he does. Look what he does, bruh. Look what he does. What I'm trying to tell you guys, and I don't know if y'all listening, is when you can match his height, Devin Haney going backwards is bad because he doesn't have defense on the inside well. Look, he went running back. Ramirez couldn't catch him, okay? But Ryan is faster and more athletic. So watch this. Look. He's able to cut off the ring on Devin. Look, shoot the jab. Devin, he keeps stepping back. But the difference is Ryan is big. He can walk him down. He can match his height. And so Devin, look at that jab was soft. And then look, oh shit, let me get away. He doesn't, and then he tries to step back and jab. Bam, step right into it. Then here we go. Boom. Then look out. Brother, look, clinch. Sexy Kendra, what I'm saying is people think he's Sweet Pea Whitaker, and he's not. Boom. That's why Brian Norman versus Dev can be over in the first damn round. But this is what I'm saying. Now check him out when he's getting busy. Watch this. Let me. Okay, right here. We can start here. When Devin's first, look at when he's first, though. Bam. Look at when he's going forward. You got people like Charles Baker and everybody saying he should have taken a fight to Ryan. When he was taking a fight to him, he was winning the damn fight. He got to be Debo Dev, stepping forward with the jab to the body. Good feint. He got to be first. Whoop. But see, his right be so damn low, Brian he's gonna counter that. He can hurt him that way. But this is when Devin is doing his thing. Bam. Let's look at like the third round or the fourth round when he hurt. Let's go a little further. See, going backwards is really bad. Right there. Let's look at this shit. Bam. When he's going forward, bruh, that's when Devin is at his best. That's when he's at his best against a guy who can match his size. So against Norman, he got to get his respect and go forward. I don't want to get a copyright, but that's what I'm trying to tell you. people think of the idea of Devin more so than looking at Devin. When Devin was winning the fight is when he was going forward behind his jab. The thing of, and this is why I say, no, he shouldn't. He should have mixed it up like Porter did Crawford. You can be first, but don't get comfortable. He got comfortable winning 6 straight rounds and got hit. Charles Baker, I want you to listen to me, brother. Y'all keep I don't know how to articulate every single point because I think y'all intelligent enough to understand what I'm saying. All right. I'm not saying go forward every second of the fight and don't mix it up and don't move around and don't do anything. I'm saying be first, of course, move and whatever. Put it all together. I don't know why your brain, I don't know why y'all, it's like I gotta shit. What I'm saying is primarily don't run. Primarily be first. But of course, mix it up, tie up, move to the side, lateral movement, step back sometimes. Of course, mix it up. If I have to explain that, then I don't know who I'm speaking to. What I'm saying is primarily he must be first. Primarily. Now, the reason he got caught is because his defense is not that strong. Even when he blocks, it's not that. When he jabs, he holds his hands down. So and let me tell you why his defense is not that strong. Because he's not used to people reaching him because he's always fighting somebody he's more athletic than and bigger than. That's why he got caught by Ryan. He's not used to. I got a short again. I got a short again. Let me see. Real question for you, Biz. Do you think Haney has a chance to make Norman look like Prograis? Yes. Or do you see Norman as light years better than Prograis in your analysis? I think Prograis had T-Rex 67-inch reach arms. Brian Norman arms are longer. So just the nature of the jab, the nature of the countering, he's going to be reaching. Devin Haney is used to people not being able to reach him. Let me. The only reason why it's so irritating is because people don't use their eyes. They keep getting stuck on how they perceive it, but they don't use their eyes. Charles Baker's not using his eyes, right? So, and I've said this before. He's saying what he wants Devin to be and how he would, but Devin can't pull it off. Pause. Let's look at, what was it, the 7th round? Use your eyes and not just what you would want it to be. Okay, here we go. I get we just disagree why he lost. If he fight on this back foot, he can make him look like Ramirez. And no, he doesn't have inside defense. He like, if he could fight off his back foot, he's done. If he listens to you, Charles Baker, he's done. If he fights off his back foot, he's sleep. And that's the black two sugars. That's the black. If you see him backing up, that's what Bill Haney is asking him to do. Because Bill, and this is why I got Norman winning. Bill Haney's going to be like, stick and move and stay away. And he's going to make him not a fighter, but to try to stick and make his primary thing is to not get damaged. He lost. It's over. And brother, I'm telling you, if you want Devin to win, you got to listen. Real question for you, Norman, like years. Okay, check this out. If you want, I'm on your side, Charles. If you want Devin to win, you got to listen. This is a sloppy ass Ryan. Norman is better than this Ryan. This Ryan was terrible. All right, look. Let's take a gander. Look how slow Devin. I keep telling y'all, Devin is far slower than y'all think he is. Bam. This is how Devin defense is. Bam. He just covers. Look at his defense, bruh. Bruh. Then look. Bam. Brother. Brother. Look, bruh. Look, bruh. Brother. Look at this shit. Oh, and then he got a point deduction and not a warning, a full point deduction. That shit was crazy. Listen, bro. Listen. I want you to use a little common sense here. Okay. I want everybody to use some common sense. Brian Norman is seen as a big puncher. I got to take this one step at a time. He's seen as a big puncher. Let's look at all the elements, and then I'm going to go. I'm going to leave. He's seen as a big puncher. And because of that, Devin Haney fanboys are afraid for Devin. So run around like you did Ramirez. Stay away from danger. But that's how he gets into danger. Because Brian Norman is an athletic kid from the South. He is fast. And because he punch hard, doesn't mean he lacks speed. He may be faster than Devin. He may fight even faster than Devin. He could do that against Ramirez. And what Devin was doing, what he's accustomed to doing, fighting and getting all those wins in Mexico. And him being at lightweight, being way bigger than everybody else. But I'm saying, if he poke and run around, Brian ain't going to respect him. And he can do whatever he wants off his back foot and fight off his back foot. But like Brian said, the ring is only so big. Brian has only trained for a running Devin. That's all he has trained for. Because he feels if he fights me on the inside, he's going to sleep. So his only way to win is to run. So that's all he trained for. How to cut the ring off, how to use his elusiveness with it. That's all he trained for. But what he isn't expecting is for Devin Haney to be Debo and hit him harder than he thought he could. That's why he's looking at Devin like he's pussy. But if Devin goes out and go bam, bam, and knock his head back, like, whoa, and then all of a sudden do the Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather will hit you, pop, 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 and just be looking, and it's like, wait a second, that shit stings. Then you can move. Because the feint will work. You can't just go running. Not against Brian. Then you can move. Then you can feint, and then he'll go for the feint. Then you can create space. And then you can bam, bam, bam. You got to stay hurting that boy. Because the dude is a knucklehead who thinks you're a pussy, and he thinks he's going to kill you. You got to outpunch a puncher. You got to outpunch a puncher. Evander Holyfield, Buster Douglas, Lennox Lewis, what they knew was you got to make Tyson crumble. They didn't go running. Everybody who ran from Tyson chewed him up. You got to make Tyson back up. He don't know how to fight going backwards. Muhammad Ali knew that with Foreman. He knew that with Liston. I'm going to take the fight to him. Okay, brother, Tyson, brother, you still must be saying shit just to miss the point. Well, forget Tyson. Because your brain doesn't operate and you can't pick up what I'm putting down. So let's say Muhammad Ali and Liston. You got to make the puncher fear what's coming back. If you don't, he's going to chew you up the way Liston did Floyd Patterson. This is the Wilder Fury argument all over again. Fury was much better taking the fight to. That's exactly. Let's do Fury Wilder. Hey, Fury better not try to knock out Wilder. No, that's precisely what he should do. Wilder didn't know how to fight, back it up. He didn't know how to fight when he wasn't the dragon. When he was the prey. He only knew how to fight as the predator. Devin got to be Debo Dev. It's the reason why Shane Mosley was like, that worked against Ramirez, but that ain't going to work. What happened to the guy I was training? Bill is the primary coach. Bill is going to try to keep his son out of danger, and that's what's going to get him right in trouble. But bruh. Listen, how about this? How about this? How about this? This should drive my point home. This should drive my point home. Yeah, I do agree on what Devin should do. If Charles Baker and the rest of you, if you were in a fight and you were fighting a guy who punches didn't hurt you, and he kept backing up and kept running around, try to stick and whatever, is that going to make you build confidence? Or is that going to take confidence away? Let's say it's you, Charles Baker, and you're the athlete you are, and you're fighting me, and I'm like, and I'm trying to run around the square circle. Would that make you respect me or see ShowBizz as a chump? Especially if I show that hand just the fight before. That's all you're going to train for 8 weeks, bro. That's all you're going to train for 8 weeks. ShowBizz is going to run. You got to I would have to make you my prey. And then once I crack your confidence and your aggression, now I can pick you apart. That's the Black Two Sugars. This is exactly how Brooke beat Khan. Y'all don't think, if y'all don't think Brian Norman got the skills of Devin, then take the aggressiveness away. Basic math. You don't keep him aggressive by backing up. If he doesn't have the skills to beat you, take the aggression away. You don't amplify his aggressiveness, because that's all he is, right? You take the aggressiveness away and then make him have to try to be skillful. Game over. Let me see. Bill has done all he can. Do a new coach is needed. Bruh. That's the thing. With Norman has to take away the jab. Bro, Bill's a low-key college professor and don't know it. Bruh. Norman got to take away the jab. If Norman takes away, that's why I would know. That's 1 + 1. I'm saying that's why I would know who wins the fight the first 30 seconds. The first 30 seconds, I know who won. Because if Brian Norman's like this, like Ryan, just walking him down, and if Devin's backing up like this, game. It's over. And then Devin go to jab, and then Brian knock his jab down, and then step forward, knock his jab down, and move quicker than you think, over. Fight's over. Fight's over. Because he beat him posturing and he beat him off of his energy. He's like, I don't want to get hit with nothing. Try to grab him. Fight's over. Fight's over. Fight's over, bro. Biz, Haney will not come forward. They hoping Norman gas out. But if Norman takes his time and not gas out, he will win hands down. That's why I said if he comes out calm like this. If he comes out jittery and try to go catch him, but if he comes out and just and every step he's taking away real estate from Haney. Feint, Haney take a step back, jab, take a big step back. Yeah, you're closing off your real estate. I ain't gotta do nothing. Knock your hand down, then Devin try to gang. Literally the Usyk versus Dubois fight too. Yep. I got Bates KO, but Debo got a little more experience. Got a lot more experience. Let me see. Henry is training Ryan for Barrios. Wait, hold on. Ryan's dad? No way. This is Canelo Crawford. Right. Everybody said perfect. Everybody said Bud needs to stick and move. I said no. Thank God Bud knows better. Bud almost knocked out Canelo. I said no. You have to beat him in the middle of the ring. Bud got to stick and then move around like Floyd. No, he doesn't. He got to fight him. You got to fight him, but be highly skilled. Because that's all Canelo does is take your real estate and beat you up. That's all he does. So go get him. Go get Canelo. You said Canelo might freak him. Yeah, he might freak him. That's what I thought. Canelo might freak him. And he didn't. That's what the word might. That's where might comes in. Listen, Charles Baker. I said Debo might drop Norman. Come tomorrow, Norman may knock Devin's head off. Now, y'all may come back like you did and try to troll me. Oh, you said Debo might. He might. There's a lot of factors, a lot of things that can happen. Right? So you got to also think about the stuff that I said most. Let me see. There's a lot of things that might happen. This is boxing talk. We're talking about a lot of things that might happen. Right? But I know how Crawford had to win. And I know how Devin has to win. Norman is flat-footed. Well, you know, Norman's with top, his stuff with top rank, so I can't show. If I could show Norman fights a little bit more and how he hops into his left hook like Roy Jones and cover that distance, how he springs into it. But being flat-footed isn't the end of everything. You know what I'm saying? Because Devin Haney isn't as fast as you think. Being flat-footed, if you want to call him flat-footed, because he's on his toes all the time, but being flat-footed isn't the end of everything. There's been many fighters that you can try to call flat-footed, like Duran, who beat Leonard, Hagler, you know, beat a lot of guys who were movers. You know, Hagler chewed you up, you know, so it's just how you move. George Foreman, you can't get no flatter than George. Right. George has consumed a lot of movers. Let me see. Which U.S. fighters do you think Ben beats? He could possibly beat them all. People say Devin doesn't draw, but look at all we've talked about since the fight was announced. Sounds like Devin is a pay-per-view fighter. Yeah. I think who draw and who doesn't draw is a petty argument. Matt, I'm happy you brought this up because we'll talk. That's how I'm going to end this. He got a box Norman. Norman has trouble with a jab, but he counters jabs all the time with the left hook. He does it all the time. But okay. All right, man. You're right. You're right. I'm done, Charles. You're right. You're right. I'm wrong. So I'm gonna end the conversation, the show with this. Matt brought up a good point. Devin doesn't sell in pay-per-view, right? And he is all we're talking about. Goes to show that people don't react to what's happening. People just say how they feel. If they hate somebody, they just say negative things. That's really what it's about. Other than that, though, that argument is not just petty, but it's disappointing. Because who sells is based on how good of a boxing fan you are. It's about building more boxing fans. The more boxing fans, right? It's not like my mother always said. You getting a D in class isn't necessarily based on if you're not smart. it's also a grade on the teacher, how well the teacher taught you and kept you engaged. So if you're getting a D, it's not all your fault. What's the class average? So Devin Haney, Brian Norman also not a big seller. David Benavidez, Bam Rodriguez, all these matchups and all these guys are fantastic to watch. I've said that about Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford isn't a big draw and all that, but his product is great. So it's not Terrence, it's you. So that's why when I'm talking about, you can watch all of boxing that's on the zone for $45, and you see people trying to not watch boxing while they're here on a boxing channel. That is a grade on the mentality of the boxing fan, more so than a product. We could go all day talking about the fights that we've seen every week or every other week, at least on the zone, right? Or with PPC, or when ESPN was doing that thing. We can talk about the great boxing matches we've been enjoying every time we watch a boxing match. People would say boxing is dead. It's more of a grade on the mentality of people who steal the sport and act like they consume the sport. So what we have to do, Matt, and what I've been trying to do with the War Room, is grow the interest in the sport, but also, if you like it, say you love it. Because men's insecurities right now, they are too insecure to say they like what they like. They call it glazing. They put a negative spin to it. They hate what they like. People are so insecure and negative that if they like something, they can't say they like it. Hating, saying they hate it, is better. Somebody can look at my video, talk shit. When I'm like, yo, why you say that to me? They say, man, I was just playing biz. But if I never called you out on it, you would have left that comment negative and everybody would have read it and would have agreed with you. And then all of a sudden I'm getting shitted on by more and more people. Why did you do that? Because people, they can like showbiz, but prefer to say they hate because they're too insecure to say they like. So I'm not only trying to grow the sport, I'm trying to change the mentality of men to project how you actually think and not say the opposite of what you actually think, because that's feminine. All right, into Tyson Bell. Okay, show love. Yeah, people are too embarrassed and insecure to show love. Closing note, the fan sometimes fails the fighters. Many times, because the fighters are really trying to entertain. The fighters are trying to entertain. So thank you guys for showing up and showing out. Showbiz for adult. Listen, don't forget, I'm calling the fights tomorrow. It's on a cracking Ring 4. There ain't too much more to talk about. In an hour, you have the Black Toe Sugars. Last episode, me versus Anthony Yarde. Hope you guys enjoy it. We had the Mexican Monster yesterday. Hope you guys enjoy it. I appreciate you, Biz. Love you, boy. I like both, but I want Haney to have redemption. I'm out. Huh.